Yo people, what's going on? Before we get into the content, before we get into this video, I just wanted to say a massive shout out to everyone that's working on the NHS, working on the emergency wards, and shout out to the ambulance services, because right now this stuff is crazy, and to be working in that kind of environment, to continue to work and do your job in that kind of environment takes very strong people, because anyone in that environment could have just quit their job. They could have said, I'm not doing this, I'm going to lock down myself and my family and think about their family. But right now, they're helping save lives, trying to save lives, and helping everyone out here. Because without them, we won't be able to get through this right now. People will just be dying at home, no one will be seeing them, no one will be getting looked after, people wouldn't be able to actually get saved. So shout out to the NHS, shout out to all the ambulance services out there, and thank you so much for working so hard and continue to work hard. Thank you. What's going on, people? It's your boy Fabian back again with that motivation. You know what it is, motivational moments, the YouTube channel, Instagram channel coming up soon, podcast coming soon. Today I'm talking about exercising the mind. Now, a lot of us are out there, we're keeping ourselves fit, keeping our body fit, but there's some people out there that struggle even to do that. But the bigger thing that we all need to think about, and what I'm trying to raise more awareness about, is the mental health side of it, and the mentality, your mental mindset. Are you exercising your mind? There's a lot of people that could be sitting at home right now and actually driving themselves crazy, not being able to keep themselves sane, being in the house all this time. Some people have had this routine where they would go to work, go to the gym, and they would interact with people, and now that they're stuck in their houses, they're finding it hard because they find it hard to interact with people. They don't use social media that much. Some of you might think there's people out there that you think, how can there be people that don't use social media? And the matter of fact is that people are out there that don't do it. I know a few myself. But when I'm talking about now exercising the mind and trying to get yourself more into a better mind frame, a more constructive mind frame. I'm not saying go out and do something to better yourself, but more just keep the mind sane. Keeping the mind sane by taking a minute to close your eyes and actually meditate. Now, people think meditation is a thing that is boring or it might be hard to do, but the thing is, closing your eyes for a minute at a time and just thinking about your breathing and actually thinking about every breath you take in, every breath you let out, it can be so relaxing, and it can help your mind. For the matter of fact, 1, you get more oxygen to the brain. 2, you start to see the things that that are bothering you, or your mind starts to actually focusing on one thing that you want to get done, and then that's how you slowly begin to get a better mind frame, and actually to get more constructive things going through this whole time. But it's not just about now. It's not just about this whole corona going on. It's not about this whole lockdown and bettering the mind frame. Some of us never had a good mind frame before that. Some of us were on that edge. And I'm trying to do this video now is to make you step away from that edge and realize it's not that hard. It's not the end. Because the matter of fact is, so many people think that they're at the end or there's nothing else they can do, and think that life ain't worth it. But how do you know what life is until you've lived it all? How do you know your life's not worth it and you don't know what the ending looks like? It's like I have a saying on my Instagram in my bio, and it's that love the journey you're on because you only get one. Now, the meaning behind that is you only get one life. You don't get to press restart. You don't get to go back and say, damn, I wish I did that. So when something goes wrong, just know that's now. Just because you're going through a dark place right now, you can go through a dark place for 2 years, 3 years, 10. But that's not your whole life. People live to 60, 70, 90, 100. So you think about it. You could have 20 dark years, and then the next 40 years could be great, could be amazing, could be the best times of your life. But in those 20 years, because you said, nah, I'm gonna quit now, I want to quit now, I can't do this no more, and you gave up, or you did something that you can't take back, so now you've lost another 10 years or 5 years of your life. It's like you've just compressed your life instead of extending it. It's so, like, it hurts me to say that I know, like, friends and I've got family that are in that kind of predicament and they can't get out of it, or they're stuck in this routine where I wouldn't even call it a routine. I call it like something that, again, it's compressing their life, where you want to do stuff to extend your life. You want to do things that you enjoy doing in your life, not be sitting in gloom and gloom and thinking like there's no point of living. So yeah, the things I'm saying to help with all of this is that find small things to keep your brain ticking. Like, I'll say something from like my past experiences, that when my mum passed away, I stayed busy, because the minute I stayed still, that's when I thought life's over. Like, I should just die now, like forget everything, because now I'm thinking what's missing. And that was always the thing that was missing. It's like, I'd be doing great, like something could happen amazingly, like I might get a promotion in work, or I might be going on a holiday, and I'd get there, and that minute where I'm relaxing and I'm chilling out, I remember mum's not here. And that puts me back on edge. That puts me on the thing of, and now I want to jump. But what I'm saying to you is it starts slowly. You just got to start slowly and start to bring these things in. It's like, in this time I've just been reading. Now, I'm not a big reader, but I'm enjoying the book I'm reading at the moment. And for you guys out there that are struggling, like I said, find something. It could be a book, it could be a program, it could be just like watching this kind of video, going on YouTube and listening to like motivational stuff. Like, there's so many different avenues you can take out there, and you just have to reach into one and start with one, and then see that. Think about, now you've done one, imagine if I do two. It's like, I got one of my friends out there right now, he's going out and he's working out every day, and he's posting up every day, because at the end of the day, the thing is, there's people out there that, yeah, they go gym 6 times a week. Now, because of this, they can't go gym 6 times a week. Now, because some of you have a strong mind, that doesn't affect you as much. But if your mind's not as strong, you could be sitting at home itching because the thing I do 6 times a week now, I can't do anymore. And a lot of people not understanding that's like, this is a serious thing that actually does happen. It's like, think about, you might hear someone that could have tried to take their life, and what I've noticed, when like something like this happens to people, and in that group I say, oh, did you hear so and so did that, like they tried to off themselves, and then in that group people go, yeah, but why? And what I say is that because in the group they're comfortable. You don't know how it feels when they go home and they put the key in the door and what's behind that door when that door locks. Yeah, because you go online and they play these games online with you and they sound alright, but you don't know how they actually feel. So please, like, if you know you got friends going through hard times or families going through hard time, sometimes when you pick up the phone and you call them and they say, yo, I hope you're alright, I've been thinking about you today, that can be a big help for them. Sometimes you miss that opportunity, and that's that one thing that could actually save someone's life. It's like, I thank you all my friends, all my family, that every time like my mother's birthday comes around or Mother's Day's come around, they always message me. Like, I might not speak to them for the whole year, but they always message me like, I'm thinking of you today. And because they do that it doesn't put me on edge. It goes, you know what, there are people out there that care. So don't ever think you are alone and no one doesn't care about you. It's the fact of, yeah, everyone's busy, but they just missed that opportunity, or they just wasn't there at that one time. Everyone has someone that cares about them. You just have to find it, or find someone to talk to. So yeah, like, I don't know how much more like I can go with it, because I'm not trying to get so deep, and I got deep already with it, but it's just, this whole thing is hitting home more and more of like, more and more people are dying, more and more people are getting sick, and that's just with Corona. When you're talking about life itself, there's still people dying from natural causes. There's still people with mental health issues and more people getting mental health issues. And it's just that I want some of us that are sitting here all happy, all just like everything's okay at home, and just sit back and think, who could I call that I know like I ain't spoken to in a while that might need a call? Like, or you know those times when you're sitting there and you go, oh, I wonder what happened to so and so. Don't say that. How about pick up the phone and call? So many of us are sitting there scrolling through all these social media pages and watching all these videos, and it's just like, pick up the phone and call a friend. And that's one of the things that through this platform I think we want to actually make and show that if you need help or you just want to let out and talk to someone in confidence. Now, I'm not offering advice, but if you just want to have a talk and see what happens and just to get it off your chest, like, that's something we're looking into doing. So again, talk to your friends, talk to people that became distant but they're still your family or friends, because in this time of need we all talk to our close ones, but there's people that you had close but you've become distant because they've moved away, or you've just not seen them in a while, or because again you're not going to the gym, you don't see that person. Like, a message goes a long way. That's all I can say. And like I said before, just think about what I said and share that to the people that you think like might be on edge. Is that you only get one journey, so enjoy the journey you're on. The hard times, the good times, just know that it's a very long journey. Don't cut it short. Motivational moments.